in menopause! Okay? The shame has to be taken out of menopause. We have to talk about this very normal part of our life that happens. Our doctors can't even say the word to us, let alone walk us through the journey.
All right, welcome back to GMA3. That was award-winning actress Halle Berry passionately supported a new bill that shines a light on women's health care.
The Advancing Menopause and Midlife Women's Health Act aims to reduce the stigma surrounding this period of a woman's life. And joining us now, Senators Patty Murray and Lisa Murkowski. Thank you both for being here with us.
Good to see you guys.
Good
to be with you. Senator Murray, let's start with you. You're the lead on this bipartisan legislation. So tell us what is in this bill, what it could mean for women.
I am so proud and excited to be a part of this effort to finally make menopause a word that women not only talk about, but we have the right kind of research so we can get the best medical care possible when we go through this phase of our lives that every woman will go through. So it's focused on research, making sure doctors have the information they need, and a public awareness campaign so women don't sit home silently thinking there's nothing they can do.
So, Senator Murkowski, why was it important to include this, to talk about the value when it comes to having conversations about menopause?
I think if we don't talk about it, if we do not raise the issue and awareness, and as Senator Murray has noted, we don't focus more on the research. We kind of continue in this silence, in this unknowing. When you ask another woman, oftentimes you will get, well, my mom just told me you just have to live through it. I think in this day and age, we can do a little bit better when it comes to research, when it comes to awareness, when it comes to talking about this phase of a woman's life that we all go through. And so when we think about those things that allow us to support women's health, it's the awareness, it's the research, and I think it begins with legislation like this to help reduce the stigma, raise the awareness, and give us good information rather than you're just going to go through this.
We have to talk about Halle Berry as well. Senator Murray, we saw that video of her there speaking, championing this bill. How has her support helped in all of this?
Oh, she has been tremendous. She came to my office, and I'm sure to Lisa's last fall, and said, look, why are we not doing more about this? She talked about herself and going through menopause and not even getting a doctor to be able to say the word to her. If you can't talk about it, if you don't have good medical research, how can we make sure that women have the best information and the best medical help when they go through menopause? She was passionate, and I think she got that passion in all of us. We are kind of like, well, why haven't we talked about this? Why has there not been research? If this was a men's issue that they all went through, as someone said, we'd have an institute at the NIH to do the research. So that really galvanized us. She was the energy and effort and continues to be behind this.
And speaking of research, Senator Murkowski, let's take a look at some numbers if we can. Thousands of women reach menopause each day, yet only 30% of residency programs are formally teaching about menopause to doctors in training. So how would this bill address that?
Well, it does. It focuses on exactly that, ensuring that doctors, when they're going through their medical training, when they're going through that residency, there's a component that speaks about women's health, and women's health includes the research, the understanding, the treatments when it comes to menopause. So if we don't allow our providers to have that information, how are we supposed to know and understand? So the communication has got to go all ways, and it starts with training with your providers.
Senator Murray, women only make up about 25% of the Senate, so you're going to need some help from your male colleagues. Do you think you can get this across the finish line?
Look, we're going to do everything we can to get this across the finish line, and don't ever underestimate a quarter of the Senate having power here on a bipartisan basis to really force people to stand up and listen and help us get this across the line so that women in this country have good information, that doctors have good information, that we don't suffer in silence. There's not a stigma on the fact that you go through menopause, but rather a recognition and support.
Senator Murkowski, Senator Murray, thank you both for being with us today.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.